Yeah, you mentioned Nile Rodgers, and I thought it was particularly because really, I mean, would you say the whole world embraced Nile Rodgers? Maybe more so than Bryan Ferry. I mean, Nile Rodgers is a figure. He's contributed to so many artists, but I thought it was the ultimate compliment. He said that he was trying to be the Black Roxy music.
Yeah,
I thought
Chic
that would
was
be the
very much
ultimate
like
compliment.
that. It was, and I mean the Chic. Besides the fact that the technical quality of that band is just astonishing, Never mind his like that that sort of sound on the rhythmic guitar,
Yeah.
that classic sort of lick that he actually brought in, and even Daft Punk, and Get Lucky reproduces and brings them back for the idea that you have this crack band of musicians that looked glamorous, like they were coming out of whatever Club 52 in Manhattan, and this I think was he said it was directly inspired by Roxy music, and that was a better group of musicians technically, not as eclectic but technically better, I would say.
It just the
And
musicianship. Yeah.
Niles played for Bryan. He's gone and played on a couple of albums as well.
Yeah.
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 I asked Bryan Ferry about him. He said, "Well, he's quite a guy." He's sort of like the personality, because Bryan Ferry in person is very old school. He's that kind of English reserve. And I always, when I met him, I kind of wanted to know, or sort of glean whether that persona was something that the regular person had. Was actually his regular self, was that persona. And it kind of was. I mean, he showed up at the studio in Avonmore and this beautiful suit, and very polished, and he just had a kind of, the chironomy with the hands and the way he leaned against the post and everything. That he'd really, yeah, he comes across as very distinguished, and he's very pithy. He doesn't say very much. But we had dinner with him, and it was just, it's, I think, the aesthetic of that, his aesthetic seems to be, on one hand, love may fail but courtesy will prevail, and there's this kind of decorum, like, it's like we wouldn't do something that comes across as offensive.